Hi everyone, I'm Carrie from Simple Bird Studio. We're back for block 3 of Peggy's puzzle. By now you are a pro at circles and stems. You've done a little bit of layering, and I'm going to just review layering a little bit for you in this block. So I just want to review a little bit of product that we use. So I use a blue clover water-soluble marker to mark my whole entire design on the background. The bias strips that I've made, I use a 1/4 inch bias maker. For the circles, I like to use Karen K. Buckley's Perfect Circles. You'll get a perfect circle every time. These products are all available on my website. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just show you how I would lay up this design. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces in it, one little flower. Before I get started though, I want to show you the fabric I use for this block. If you're not an appliquer or if you're just new to it, you might wonder what kind of fabrics you're going to want to be purchasing. This is one of those fabrics that go from light to dark. The half piece would be right here. So you get light to dark. The flower that I'm going to show you, I got the whole entire flower out of this one piece of fabric. I love these fabrics. I grab them whenever I can. It doesn't matter what color they're in, because they're really useful when you're trying to do flowers. So you can see I chopped this piece up pretty good. Still lots left though. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these pieces in first. These are the back pieces, so they are darker, and they go on first before these stems go on. I leave the freezer paper in until I get to this point where I'm ready to take it off of the freezer paper template and glue it on here. The reason I leave it on is it just makes it more stable, and if I have put orange leaf on it to identify it, I know what the piece is. So at this point, I just pop it out, and the seam allowance stays in place. So I just want to dab a few dots of glue on. This is Roxanne's glue. And this piece will go right here. And I'm just lining it up on the where I've marked it on the background. Take the next piece and I do the same thing. I just pop it out. Dab of glue, and then I put one on this side. Okay, so now the next layer are these brown stems that are going to go in place. When I did these, I could have used my 1/4 inch bias maker, but it was a little quicker just to make a freezer paper template, so I'm just popping it out right now, and just 3 dabs of glue is all that will take. So this one goes here. And this one goes right in the center. And the third one. There. So that looks very, very nature-like. Okay, so now I'm going to put these petals on. Same thing, I just pop it out. And you can see the seam allowance lays pretty flat after I pop it out. I don't have to repress it or anything like that. I try not to put glue on the point. I just find if there's glue on it, it's a little hard to turn that point really nicely, to turn it under. Okay, so there's one piece. Here's another piece, ready to go. And now, this piece. Goes right in front, and this covers up all the raw edges. So there we have a lovely lily. Now these top pieces, I'm not a gardener, so I don't really know what they're called, but they're the top of this, this piece. Whenever I have little pieces that I'm afraid will get lost. Once I prep them, I just iron them onto a piece of freezer paper, so they're not going anywhere. So I'm just going to peel it off. I've already taken the freezer paper template out, so that's why I wanted to put them onto something, just so that they would hold its shape. So there's one little doodaddy thing. And the very last piece of this block. There you go. So now all I have to do is sit and stitch it.